Hi, Silky.
Hi, Serge. How are you?
Nice name you have. You're the first
Oh.
person I know by the name Silky.
Yeah, so some of my friend used to call me a Cadbury chocolate because of the name.
Cadbury chocolate.
So yeah, in India we have a Cadbury Dairy Milk Silk.
Ah, okay. Cool. Awesome. Nice flavor, silky flavor of
Yeah.
chocolate. I love chocolate actually. I like dark
Oh,
chocolate, obviously. 95% plus.
me
Um,
too.
but oh, really? Yeah, hard
More
to
than
get.
70%. I like the dark chocolates more than
Yeah,
70%. Yeah.
yeah. Otherwise, you're just eating sugar, not chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, welcome to the podcast. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
You are a project manager, scrum master, business analyst. Who are you? How would you describe yourself?
So I would love to describe myself as a business analyst.
Hmm.
So who usually work directly with the stakeholders and the product owner
Yeah.
to bring the requirement on papers after discussing with them.
Hmm.
So I usually work as a business analyst with my team where I'm basically creating a document for the business requirement, working with my solution architect to more elaborative how we can implement the solution in that. So how the current process, so for the process mapping I'm basically creating the bpnm diagrams to be process and the as is process, so how the current process look like and how it will be to be process.
Yep.
After that I start working as a scrum master to create the work into
Sure.
smaller user stories, put it into backlog, and then start working with my team to get it implement. So they on the weekly basis or the bi-weekly basis working for the refinement, doing the plannings and how we
Hmm.
can basically implement that. We were discussing in the planning meeting, then create the boards, start working with my team, helping them to deliver. If there is any impediments or issues, I work with my team to get it resolved. And also as a project manager, as I say, I have basically working on the reports, whatever the reports needs to be done. So apart from that, I'm basically helping my team in the resource management also, creating
Hmm.
the resource reports as well as the project reports. So I'm good in all the things.
Sure.
Also involved in the testing side for the UAT testing, for the users testing, for doing the business testing and to get it delivered. As a business analyst, at the end, helping my team to do the demonstration, creating a deck for the demonstration, presenting to my stakeholders, taking their feedbacks and get it done.
Wow. Okay. That's a very diverse role, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but when you started talking about it, it sounded to me like you like to play supportive role. Yes, so there's a product owner, and you support it with requirements and everything. And then
Yeah.
there is a team. You say when they have an issue, you help resolve it. Like, do you like? Are you a driving force in the project, or you like to be more like a supportive role and let the team go, and then if the team needs you in any capacity, you can help them succeed. Where do you put yourself?
So I would basically put myself in during the requirement phase, more of a like a creating the requirement and then in a support team.
Hmm. Okay, but requirements you like you are happy to elaborate, communicate with stakeholders, or you want to create. Like, did you create requirements? Let's say it was very vague, and stakeholders like just say whatever they like and contradicting each other, and maybe themselves, and you have to kind of make up the solution, or you're more like a scribe, and let me record it, and be like exact to the detail.
Yes, so I more into the exact of the requirement to create the requirement as per the what like the during the first workshop I understand what exactly needs to get it implement from the stakeholders, and then I basically draft it, and with my stakeholders, with my solution architect, we create the basically as is process and the BPNM process. So more of a creating the requirement.
Okay, okay. Which is I just that you started talking about it. I realized that the requirement probably gets created in the heads of solution architect or
Mm.
business stakeholders, but we are like elaborating and recording them to some extent. So,
Yeah.
so like you're not the owner of requirements, right? You just have to
No, I'm not the
elaborate,
owner of the
make
requirement.
sure that
Yeah.
everyone understands them. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're creating requirements documents. Yeah, but in a way we're just how can I say transcribing requirements or like
Correct. Correct.
putting
So,
them in writing,
yeah. So,
formalizing
solution
them. That's
architect.
the word.
Exactly. Formalizing that requirement.
Yeah, go on. You wanted to say something.
Yeah. No, no, I'm just like, I'm basically working with my solution architect to make it more elaborative and creating the documents for that.
Okay, perfect. Uh, who else do you like to work closely in the team with?
So I basically I'm working closely with everyone in the team because I'm working closely with my stakeholders, solution architect, development team, testing team, and my business owners, and then at the end my management team to get all the reports and to demonstration. So yes, I'm working closely with everyone. So I'm basically involved in the cross-functional team. I'm working everywhere. So till the time
And
of the
who do you like?
delivery,
Okay, and who do you like working more with? Like
solution
who
architect.
more comfortable? Solution. So you're
Solution
like, by the
architect.
sound of it, you're more on the technical side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do business stakeholders sometimes cause you troubles?
Uh, Sorry, I didn't get your question.
Like, like, is it hard sometimes to work with business stakeholders? Um,
Yes.
what's the hardest, I guess, like in your previous history with them? What's the hardest when you felt like, I need help from
So
someone to manage them?
so when I was working for ANZ Bank, so they want us to implement open banking, but the
Hmm.
hardest part is they don't know what exactly the open banking is.
Hmm.
So this is the toughest thing for us because in Australia the rules and regulation came and they they want a solution for open banking, but actually they don't know what exactly the open banking is, what all are the security needs to get it implemented in it, what all are the things needs to get it in the open banking, how the security will be, what all are the API needs to get it implemented. So they don't have any idea about that.
Hmm.
But I have already worked for the Bank of Ireland for this open banking stuff.
Oh
So
yeah.
I know some of the solution architect and basically the architects are there who has already implemented that solution. I have taken them in my project, asked them to start creating a flow diagram for us so that I can present that to my stakeholders and explain them what exactly the open bank. And then I have
Sure.
created a workshop for 2 long days, call them in to my offshore area, then start explaining them and then try to understand what exactly their requirement and what they needs to get it implemented. But they were still not sure, okay, what we are doing, they were not getting confident, okay, what we are implemented is correct or not, whether
Hmm.
it is regulated with the ACCC or not. Okay, then we have told them, okay, give us few months, let us implement something, we'll demonstrate to you, and if you are happy then we will proceed further, otherwise no. So then we have created the basically given them ACCC, the tokens and everything we have implemented for them, the security, and we have taken the development team from the forge rock because we need the security needs to get it implemented in forge rock. And then we tried to implement all the things and give the demonstration, and then they got satisfied, okay, this is the first level, we are happy with that, it has implemented the ACCC regulations also and everything is there. Then they got confident with. So sometimes the stakeholders are difficult to handle because they don't have the technical and the knowledge. So we have
Yeah.
to explain them with the
Mhm.
with our knowledge, and we have to demonstrate with our work.
Sure. And you have to win their confidence in a way. Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially, like, did you work with those stakeholders previously, or it was like your first time met them?
It is very first time. So we've
Yeah.
like ANZ came to Capgemini to implement this. So I was part of the
Sure.
Capgemini. So we implemented that.
Yeah. Especially if you don't have like history working with each other, like past projects that you succeeded with
Yeah.
together. It's hard.
Yeah,
Like you need to spend extra time, I guess, to and be more elaborate to win their confidence. Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. What's the biggest project you are, or what's the project that you are most proud of?
So this is ANC project I am basically proud of, and that is a boost to my career. How I implemented. Then I have worked with various projects called Royal Bank of Scotland. Also there I have implemented the open banking solution.
Wait,
But
so
they
are
were
you open banking specialist consultant?
Yes, yes, I am open
Ah,
banking as
okay.
yeah. But
Ah,
after coming
interesting.
to Australia, I'm not getting chance to work in the banking domain, so I've moved towards the mining and education. So now I'm working for the education sector. So
Yep.
like here, I'm basically working for the Active Directory consolidation. So all the student data I'm basically helping and creating a training deck for my team. So we are basically merging all the student data into the staff tenancy without touching the staff data. So it is that the hardest thing is we don't have to touch the staff data, it should be as it is. So
Yep.
I'm working for the Active Directory consolidation, so I'm working with my
Interesting.
team for the so it
Yeah.
is almost done because we have to complete it in the student this holiday time. So it is
Mhm.
almost done, so we are doing the testing for that now.
Yeah. So how do you assess that shift that you have to make, from banking to now education? Are you did it like diversify your experience, I guess? Like did you feel like you learned something extra new that enriched your career, or you miss, and you regret it?
No, I don't regret. I like, yeah, it is the best thing that I have learned something new. But I'll say there are so many things in banking side also which I wanted to learn. But
Mhm.
I'm in Perth, Australia, and there are less chances for getting into banking. So I thought, okay, because there are more of universities. So I thought, okay, let's move to university side, and there are so many things to learn. So I wanted, okay, that's I'm learning so many things and I'm exploring and I'm actually able to do that. So I'm happy that I'm at least new domain, but I'm good in that also.
Okay. How long have you spent so far in education?
18 months.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, that's significant enough. Yeah. To
Yeah.
kind of decide whether you like it or not. So do you want to
Yeah.
proceed? Like you are
Yeah.
now open. So you kind of now have two expertise that you can proceed with. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
So it didn't reach your career, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Australia is making a lot of money on education because we have a lot of we're the hosting country for travelers,
Mm,
holidaying,
yeah.
and also
Yeah.
international students. Like we make a lot of money on it.
Yeah.
Like I heard something like huge figures, like almost like as much we export, natural resources, we export
Yeah.
education.
Even like
So
my husband also came on the student visa. So yeah, I know that
yeah, there you go.
this is the
Yeah,
best way to come for the international
yeah,
students.
yeah.
Yeah, I know how much I have spent in that.
And then they're very rich. Those universities,
Yeah.
private schools, yeah, a lot. Okay, where do you see yourself in future?
I wanted to become a portfolio director at one
Oh,
company.
for which company?
I haven't decided, but I wanted to
A
reach
large
it
company. Must
for
be big.
large company. Yeah.
Okay. How? What is portfolio? You mean portfolio of projects?
uh no, not the portfolio, but it's a company's director or the some company where we have a multiple products and I can be at the level where I can handle all the products.
So you want to basically wait. You mentioned products now. So you want to go into product space, or you just want to climb the ladder and become a director? Like,
I wanted to climb the ladder and become a
yeah,
director.
yeah. And like you mentioned, product. Are you interested in kind of designing products
Yes.
as well?
So I
Yeah.
have something in my mind that in future, if I'll get a chance, I'll design that product. But it's in
Your
my
own,
mind.
like your own idea.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, you haven't tried it yet,
Sorry.
designing
No, I
like your own
haven't
product.
tried till now. No, I haven't tried till
So
now.
you had this idea, but it's kind of in the back burner. Yeah, you never got
Yes.
to designing it. Why not?
Yeah. but it is in my mind that I have to do that.
Why you haven't started?
Yeah, because I didn't get a chance till now. Like getting settling first, I was in India. I was working for some of the banking side, and then in between, my husband decided to come here, and we have to spend in that. So
Yeah,
yeah.
the
So
time
now
hasn't come
after
yet.
coming,
So,
yeah.
so when did you arrive? 18 months ago.
No, 3 years back. So before
Already
that, I
three
started with,
years.
yeah.
You still haven't settled after 3 years.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay.
yeah,
Well, it takes time, I guess. No, but at least you had a steady. Like, is this full-time job you have right now?
yeah. It is full time job. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So at least you had like a stable job.
yeah.
Um,
So
so
actually,
if
I'm
you
waiting
were,
for my PR to come, and PR things are we are sorting it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, so maybe the distant goal is there, director, and something to do with products. Okay, what's more immediate? Like, do you want to be like a product owner, business analyst, project manager, like, or anything? Doesn't really matter.
It's actually something between the business analyst and the project manager. So
Hmm.
that I can handle all the things together, where the project things would be the like management things and the requirement things, so that I can get the knowledge of both the things.
Okay. Um, so I think the way I see the difference, yeah, business analyst and is more like knowledge, just knowing things and being ready with the answers. I think project management is more like taking responsibility for people, for the deadline, for the like making it in the budget, and like being responsible. So, do you which component like more appeals to you, like knowing everything and like being perceived in the project and by stakeholders as a person who knows everything and you can go and ask and she's so great, or somebody where the trust can be, so somebody can just say, okay, Silky will definitely make it happen because like she took responsibility and she's a great communicator, she understands what's going on. What's I guess what's better characteristics for you?
For me, the right now the business analyst, because I wanted to work for the requirement sides and to directly with my stakeholders.
So you're still on the knowledge side.
Yes, still on the knowledge
But
side.
did you have reports before, like people who reported to you?
Yeah, there are people who are reporting to me right now also.
Oh, okay.
So there are 7 people who are reporting to me.
Wow. And they're junior or like they're already
They are
experienced professionals?
mid-level, junior as well as mid-level. So there are the
Okay.
development and the testing team who are reporting to me. So they are
Wow.
working. So
Reporting to
we all,
when? To you as
sorry.
a business analyst?
Yeah, so because we are working closely for the so I have a team who are basically implementing the solution for me, whatever I'm
Yeah.
basically working with my solution architect and creating the requirement. So they
Yeah.
all are reporting to me, and like I have a project manager who is basically a contractor for us, so they cannot report to them. So it's they have created a structure
Ah,
that they can report to me.
okay. Interesting. Okay. But what I mean is maybe reporting wise, what I mean is like you are taking responsibility for people. So you also manage their performance. So
Yeah.
do you manage performance of those people as well? Like, do
Yes.
you do their performance assessment?
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. And do you like that? Do you like doing it?
Now, yes, I'm
Okay,
liking
no,
it.
you don't need to
Initially, it
answer.
was.
You don't need to. You don't need to answer. I just got it by your facial expression. Like the first, just the split second, just like this. Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Yeah,
She
so
wants to stay on
now
the
it's
knowledge
okay
side.
for me.
Yeah. So I think I'm getting the picture, the puzzle. Like, see, I because I interview a lot of people, I can already understand where they want to be. You mentioned product,
Yeah,
yeah, director, whatever product, but senior product. You like designing products. You like to knowing things and elaborating things. So working with technical people. I think
yeah,
project managers they're more about taking responsibility for people. Uh, someone who stakeholders can rely on, like being confident, almost like sometimes salesman, making impression, even when you feel like your project is falling apart, and you have issues, but you don't want to kind of expose them to stakeholders because you know that you will manage. So you have to make up, you have to kind of present like as if the project is going well, everything's under control, you can trust me, no problem. We have some issues here and there, but don't like we are progressing at a good pace. So it's almost like psychological role, making them trust you and your people, rather than just knowledge. So because I think knowledge has its trust component. Like if you are knowledgeable and if the things are known, stakeholders will also trust it. But the problem with that, a lot of times, if you are as a business analyst, you may know things, but if you're trying to explain, they just like get lost straight away. Like it's too detailed, too complicated, and then they still don't trust it. They
Yeah.
know, they kind of trust that you know it, but to trust that the project is going to succeed, that we will get to the goal, you need very
Yeah.
simple words, almost like comforting communication, which is the art of, I would say, project management, stakeholder management, rather than business analysis. Does it make sense? Like, does it
Yeah,
resonate with
correct. Correct, correct.
you?
Hmm.
Cool. Do you know Agile?
Yes. I know Agile. I know all the
We
ceremonies in
what,
Agile.
what's your favorite?
Sorry.
Sorry, I interrupted actually. What's your
No, no,
favorite
that's fine.
Agile methodology?
I'll say Scrum and Kanban.
Oh, there are only two one. Anyway, no, actually,
No, there
no.
are safe also.
Oh yeah,
XP
Safe and
also.
Prince 2. I'm not sure
XP.
how much Prince 2 is Agile. I don't know. Oh, XP. You know XP?
Prince 2, I'll say it's a more of a management thing, a project management thing. It's not a methodology, I'll say, because they
Yeah.
doesn't have anything which we can through which we can actually deliver the project. So the scrum
Yeah.
is, I love the scrum because we have a
Hmm.
short time where we can demonstrate and we can
Yeah.
get the feedback and we can
Yeah.
deliver to end. But in Kanban, there are so many things again and backlogs. Again, we have to. Kanban is more for the BAU activities, I'll say.
Yeah.
So that's why I'll say
Yeah.
I like both because it comes where we can implement Kanban, where we can implement Scrum. Scrum
Hmm.
is basically where most for the development and the testing cycles where we can actually get the results. And Kanban is mostly for the BAU and the support activities.
Hmm.
And we
Did
need
Scrum
both.
did Scrum ever fail you?
Sometimes, huh, yeah, so that's why we implement most of the time hybrid Scrum. Sometimes we have to go through what doing a waterfall, but
Hmm.
we are saying to our customers, no, we are implementing Agile, but that's not the truth at
Yeah.
the back end. So
Yeah.
sometimes, so I'll say it depend on the project to project, but for the development and the testing side, I think we can implement the Scrum. If we are at the scoping phase of the project, we have to still take the waterfall things. We have to do it in a waterfall because we need to implement documents. We have to do all the things. If it is a support at the BAU, I'll say the Kanban is the best. So I have
Yeah.
done all the researches and I found out for the scoping, waterfall, development testing, Scrum, BAU, Kanban.
Wow. Cool. Um, and do you like working with the UI UX people?
Yes, because they give more insight. They give us the how the actually see the UI UX is also very important. So because of them only we come to know okay how our product will look like and what all are the integration needs to get it. So first once we get the UI and the UX things only then only we can plan for other things also.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I was basically worked with the UI and UX team so many times because we have to basically first need to get how the thing how actual the product will look like.
Hmm. Hmm. Um, did you ever like have a project when you were running behind and
Sorry,
you
I didn't get
realized
it.
like you're running behind the schedule, yeah, and you feel like, oh, you're not gonna make it? Did you face that situation, and what were your options how to proceed forward?
Yeah, so sometimes we like have think like whatever we are doing, we are running so behind from the timeline. We won't be able to meet the timeline. So that time the solution is, we have to find out the solution, how we can resolve it, what
Mhm.
extra time we need it. We have to speak with our stakeholders or to the management side and buy more time. And because of that, I have my one project got rejected also. And because of the timeline, they said no, we are not going to take it because we wanted to implement before Christmas. If it is not possible, we are not going
Wait,
to accept
so
that. So
and
our
it stopped midway, like it already started and then got cancelled because of that?
no, no, the investment case itself got rejected because I have given the timeline which was not meeting their things.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah,
rejected
but
my
that's not a
investment case for
project.
that.
That's not a failure of a project. It's more like a, okay, let's not do
Yeah.
it. But midway, yeah. So did you suffer that like hardship of running late and then you have to change something and then
Yeah. So,
stakeholders start blaming Agile? Did you have that before?
uh, they not blamed Agile, but yeah, they blamed us and my
They have
team
to,
that okay,
they
you
have
are
to
not
blame someone. They can't blame
yeah.
themselves. That's for sure.
So yeah, so they blamed us, like my team, the development team is taking a lot of leave, they are not implementing, because that time it happened, the team was taking a
Yeah,
leaves during that time because
yeah.
in India we have a Diwali, the share, everything came
Ah,
together and
yeah,
people
yeah,
were on leave, and then their Christmas time was about to come, so like the
yeah,
blame
yeah, yeah.
came like the teams are taking
So,
it sort of.
so okay. So, and did you have any authority? Like, could you ask people not to take leave or work harder?
Yes, I
And you did.
rejected yeah, I rejected three people leave during that time,
Wow.
and they blamed me that you, as a manager, you are rejecting my leave. But that's fine. Sometime we
What
have to
happened
take
then?
a hard decision.
But those
So I
people,
so they planned around 10 days leave. I
yeah,
rejected for 5 days, and I told them to take 5 days leave, and not everyone together because it was a
yeah,
festival time. They all want to take a leave at same time. I
sure.
rejected. I told them to at least one of them should be in office during that time, and like from 10 days I rejected, and I told them to take 5 days leave and be after 5 days you have to be in office and everything. Then one of the persons said, okay, I'll be working from home for 5 days. I said, okay, that's perfectly fine. If you're working from home, you have to implement this solution, and you have to implement all the user stories which is assigned to you.
Hmm.
So in that way we have implemented. So for that 10 days they were not in office, but they were working from home for all 10 days.
Successfully or still behind? Still didn't do everything.
No, still behind.
Yeah,
We
okay.
have what, like we have taken the time till November end, but we implemented actually in Jan. So after their Christmas time,
Okay.
when they came, and we
So,
have.
did you still satisfy the stakeholders or they were not happy?
Yeah, they got satisfied. They blamed us, but they satisfy after, because the solution we implemented, it was actually successful, and all the work, it was delivered in production very successfully. No bugs. Only small few bugs was there, but that is fine. It's a part of
Oh, that's normal. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Anything else you would like to add? I know you have to run.
Yeah, but that's fine. It's like, yeah, nothing from my side.
Yep.
If you have anything,
Okay.
you can ask.
Well, no, that's pretty much it. So, like, I think I get the idea of who you are, what experience you had, and where you want to be, and that's exactly what this interview is for. Yes, so that
Yeah,
basically you can just send it to whoever, whatever recruiter company, as an introduction of yourself,
yeah.
and yeah, see what happens.
Okay, and where
Awesome.
you are going to put me?
Yeah, we'll discuss it offline. It's okay.
Okay, no
Yeah.
worries. Okay,
Awesome.
and from when I can start?
Uh, yeah, let's discuss this offline too.
Okay, sure, no
Yeah.
worries. Fine.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for the interview.
Say,
Cheers.
thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.